Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Laura Presnell, and I'm the founder of Balanced Bombshells. And today we're going to be talking about what a cycle reset is. So I actually learned more about this from my acupuncturist. And a cycle reset is when you have been trying to balance your hormones, really working on your health, and making quite a few changes that would actually reset your cycle. So what that looks like is like if your period is typically regular and then all of a sudden 1 month it comes like super early or it comes super late, you could be resetting your cycle, meaning that your body is kicking more into gear of what your cycle will feel like moving forward. So you might then notice a rise of energy before and like during and after your period. You might notice ovulation feels stronger and happier. You might notice that you're having a much lighter and like less painful period. You're having less PMS symptoms. Like you start noticing a lot of loss of the symptoms that you were essentially experiencing, and things just feel better. I first learned about this when I was trying to get pregnant with my second child, and I had gone in to see my acupuncturist, and we started, doing some therapies to be able to promote more blood flow to the ovaries. So I would drop a healthy egg when trying to conceive. I would see her, before my period to be able to like create more blood flow to like increase the odds of implantation. And I started using some Chinese herbs prescribed by her. And it was something that she had said, like, hey, you might notice something that you have an outlier of a cycle. Like it might just come sooner. And that's kind of kicking your body into gear because you're making a lot of changes. So that actually is exactly what happened the month before we got pregnant with our daughter. I actually felt so disappointed. Like typically my cycle is like 28 days. And I remember getting my period on day 24, which for me, like never happens. I don't ever get my period a lot sooner than that. So I just remember feeling devastated. Like we weren't pregnant. And then I had to remember what she said, like, hey, you might have an outlier of a cycle. And that actually means that your body is moving forward in the right direction. So 2 weeks later, I ovulated and we got pregnant with our daughter. And now she's 13 months old. And it's just such a fun experience to be able to share with you guys. A cycle reset can certainly come if you're trying to conceive or if you're just trying to balance your hormones to have a happier cycle. But a cycle reset is just something interesting that our bodies can do to help us know that we're moving in the right direction. So if you're using it for fertility and you get your period sooner and you're just like, oh shoot, like, why did that happen? Am I doomed? Like, is everything off? And it's like, so we can take those fearful thoughts and put them on the shelf. And it's like, especially if you've been doing a lot of changes to your body, it actually could be kicking your body more into the right alignment of what you're looking for and what your goals are. And I hope that tidbit of getting pregnant with our daughter will help you to just kind of feel grounded within yourself, within your body, and just know that your body is finding that right alignment. And when we do make changes to our hormones, things kind of can need times to reset. And a cycle reset, for me, of what I've noticed, because I've now experienced two of them, definitely helped put my body more in like the correct alignment of what I was looking for. So the second cycle reset that happened for me was essentially just last month, which is what like prompted me to like do this video for you, is my daughter had stopped breastfeeding at 11 months, and I wanted to give my body about 2 cycles to kind of see what my body would do after nursing and after having a baby, to just kind of see where my body was at like hormonally. And I started taking some cycle herbs to kind of help reset just some PMS mood swings that I was having. Like that's something that I have always experienced in the past, and I've always worked really hard on balancing. But then with having 2 kids, I kind of got like, step back a little and have to do a little bit more balancing to get my body where I want it to be. So I started taking some cycle herbs, went back in to see my acupuncturist, and my period came just a little early. And I just remember thinking like, oh, like that's so weird. Like even after having 2 kids, my cycle was always at about 28 days, consistently month after month. So it was something that was like, oh, that is an outlier. I wonder if my cycle reset again and my body is just pivoting and moving into that right alignment, because I have been making so many positive changes and feeling, just better before my period. My period was getting lighter. no cramps, like just all the things you would hope for. So it's nice to see that even after having children, sometimes we have to kind of tweak a few things to get our bodies back to where we want to be. But the cycle reset is something that just gives us faith and hope that everything is moving in the right direction. So if you have any questions below, please drop them in the description box, or you can reach out to me personally. The cycle reset, hopefully, if you had an outlier or you've been working on your hormones and cycle syncing, just something to give you more awareness and just what your body is doing. So thank you so much for joining me in this video, and I'll see you in the next one.